So pricing. Pricing, ultimately, everybody wants to know what does a service cost. So out of the 4 partners that we listed above, this is the pricing for their auto insurance, home insurance, health insurance, and life insurance product. Now, this combines the DoublePositive fee as well as the lead fee. Now, this deal is what we consider a no-brainer, meaning I can get you a deal better than you can get from the company that directly. If you go to Insure Me, let's take auto insurance lead. Let me give you a real example here. If you take an auto insurance lead from Insure Me, they charge $8 a lead. And that lead will be sent to you via email where you would dial on the record yourself. I'm telling you, for $1 more, I can take that record and attempt to transfer it. So they're going to give you a $5. They're going to take that $8 lead and give it to you for $5. So because DoublePositive refers you as a client to them, and they'll give it to you for $5, and then you take that savings that they're going to give you, the $3 spread, and apply it to the DoublePositive managed lead fee platform, and you're spending $1 more all in to transfer it. Same thing with, let's say, a health insurance lead. They charge, Hometown Quotes charges $7 for a health insurance lead. For $1 more, we will attempt to transfer all those leads. So if you buy 100 leads from Hometown Quotes at $8, that's an $800 investment. That goes to DoublePositive. 4 of that goes to DoublePositive, 4 of that goes to Hometown Quotes. So the pricing that you see, folks, here is all in. This is what you're going to pay the lead supplier and DoublePositive, and we actually bill separately. I'll explain that here in a little bit. But my point is that we want to prove to you that we can get you the discount to justify paying $1 extra for our service. Here are the contacts that you would want to speak to take advantage of those deals. This is also, I can email you a copy of the presentation. At the end, you'll see my contact information. Or, if you like, you can also go directly on our website. If you go to DoublePositive.com, click on the Insurance tab under Industries, and then click on the lead supplier information, you will see the contact information for all of our suppliers. We do, as long as you reference DoublePositive or you click on the domains above directly off of our website, you will be able to get the discount that's offered on our site. The reporting tool. This is what I mentioned earlier in regards to reporting. What you see in the left is, for example, is a company that we work with, that this is where they've sent us 1,742 leads. Out of that, we had to reject 2. Maybe it was a duplicate or it was a bad phone number, so we stopped that from going to the call center. We then sent the remaining, we sent 1,013 leads to the call center, and then out of that, 727 have received the final disposition. So we're still dialing on 270 so records, but the 727 records have been given a disposition. So if you look at this screen right here, this is what the dispositions would look like wrong phone number, not interested, and the recording is available. So if you hear one that's not interested, you're going to say, well, hey, I just bought this lead, why isn't it interested? So you may want to listen to it and find out, and then go back to the supplier. And then lastly, you want to do a comparison of all your suppliers. So we'll actually help you break down your lead suppliers, put them in a chart, and then these are the dispositions that we get from the call center, and you just basically import them into a spreadsheet, and then you can start looking at some percentages. We want to help you improve your relationship with the supplier so you can get the right leads. That's why we want you to deal directly with them, because you can joggle your filters, you can let them know certain things are working out, and plus this is what they do every day. They're experts at their own leads. They're going to tell you which leads are better for you. So we want you to deal directly with them. They're responsible for their leads, and that's what's going to make a difference in, the ideal working relationship. So I like to refer to us as, it's not smoke and mirrors, it's not rocket science. What's the big deal? Why is your service so valuable? Well, we spent over 3 years, really 4, in spending millions of dollars. We are a venture-backed company, as I mentioned in the beginning, on getting this process done the right way. And so we have the scalability up and down. You can turn on and off your accounts. You can grow it overnight if and the ability to, increase your productivity within your group is what's really our goal, is to help good sales folks be more productive. Let me break down the process one more time in a different diagram, maybe easier to understand. So you get the leads, and it's imported to us from the supplier in real time. They post them to us through a web service, and which is, when it comes to us, we remove the duplicates and the bad data. Then we score it. As I mentioned, for a lead that comes in real time, we're going to score that a lot higher than a lead that does come in overnight. It then gets sent to the call center because the leads have met your criteria. We then dial on the record for typically about 5 business days, no more than 3 or 4 times a day. And then lastly, we go ahead and transfer it ideally to a sales professional once we qualify the consumer and know that they're ready to speak to you. If it doesn't result in a transfer, again, that data is still shared with you so you can follow up with it on your own. If it makes sense, like the non-contactables, you may want to do a direct mail piece to them. You may want to email market to them, which is dirt cheap. And again, we'll help you with that with our lead supply, our email supply partner. If you try to do it yourself, we don't want to say failure, but again, it's just there's too much breakage for folks dialing on internet leads themselves. We feel that half the time you're not going to get in touch with the consumer, and you're spinning tires on trying to be as productive as possible, but spending most of your time not selling. Again, you're spending at least 70% of the time not selling if you're dialing on internet records. Replace outbound, where we add value. We replace outbound dialing again with the inbound qualified calls. I can't reiterate this the most. Again, I just said it. If you don't dial on your records and you let us do it for yourself, you're going to sell 100% of the time and be as productive as possible. We're going to increase the we're going to boost the morale within the team, as well as increase the time that they spend. Obviously, if they're dialing outbound 70% of the time, we would rather them sell 100% of the time and give them a peak productivity by doing the legwork up front for them and then just sending the live call over when the consumer's ready. You'll have the ability to buy more because, in a sense, we're saving you money on a per lead level, but because you or your agents are not dialing the records themselves, you're going to have the ability to buy more leads because you want to obviously increase your production, and by doing that, you're going to need to buy more leads because you're not outbound dialing. And ultimately, even if you don't factor in time, we still will know, as I mentioned before, with a discount, we will be your lowest cost provider, which of course we want to brag about, that we can be your best source. This is the client portal that you'll be able to look up a record as you're taking the call live. As you get a lead from us, you'll be able to type in the phone number, hit the go button, and the records will be pulled up here in front of you. All the information that the consumer filled out on the web will be there in front of you. And if you want a demo of that, we can definitely show you after the call today. You can call in, or at any point in time, it's easy for us to show you what the extranet looks like. You also, on the flip side of that, you'll be able to, again, see the dispositions from the call center as we get them. Those dispositions are shared with you in real time.